March 2020, that was in the middle of COVID. One of our first assignments was to get this building ready to host the secretariat by the 1st of August, 17th of August. We had achieved that, and the secretariat was formally opened, launched by His Excellency the President on the 17th. Then for ourselves, the original purpose for the setting up of this office was because Ghana was hosting the secretariat. It was important to have a representational office to work with the secretariat. And that was also in the host agreement. But when we set it up, we decided it should do more than just represent. And so we looked at the whole issue of Ghana's readiness and towards implementation. What should Ghana do to be able to successfully take advantage of the CFTA that is now hosted here. So, one of the things that we did also at the beginning was to first develop what we call the National Policy Framework and Action Plan. This policy framework was developed through a series of very wide consultations. It took 2.5 years to complete. We had to talk to all the ministries, the private sector, various agencies to be able to come up with a policy framework that everybody sees himself to be. So, in October of last year, in August last year, in August last year, the policy framework was launched. And you can find it on the line. It's called the National Policy Framework. I'll see if I have some copies which I can share, so you can have something to hold. What have we really been doing? Since the establishment of this office, we have focused on two main things. One was creating awareness of the AfCFTA. What is this AfCFTA? What do you need to know? How can you take advantage? So we've been holding several national and regional engagements in Accra, but also in all the other 15 regions. Currently, as we speak, we're already undertaking this year's round of national consultations, regional consultations. And we finished four regions. We'll be going up very soon to continue the northern sector, the western sector, Volta, and so on and so forth. So that was our first target. Then we sat down carefully to review the expectations following from the engagement that we have done. And we asked the question, how would we be judged? What would success look like? Is it the number of regional conferences you hold, or the workshops and other things? And the answer was emphatically no. At the bottom line, Ghana wants to take advantage of this agreement, and so we must be ready and prepare our population to start trading. So as far back as 2021, we launched what we call the Market Entry Project. The Market Entry Project sought to identify Ghanaian companies that could trade on the African continent. And we worked very closely with customs to get the data that we needed. We went to customs and said, give us all your list of importers since 2019. Let's see who is there and how do we work with them. When this came out, it was over 64,000 strong. So, yes, exporters. Because the people who had exported during that period, so we did our analysis of that list. And we realized that some of them were regular exporters. So if you count that, you counted them only as one. And then some of them were exporting just one-off. They are not doing commercial. They've gotten and they've exported. So we finally pruned it down to 1,800 companies. Even the 1,800 was quite high. So we decided to start working and piloting with around 300 companies that we believed were more ready and could fit the mold that we're looking. These 300 companies were made up of 3 categories of companies. Category number 1 are the companies that already trade with Africa. In other words, even before CFTA came, Ghana has been trading with the rest of Africa, and Africa has been trading with Ghana. So it is not as if the CFTA is the beginning of trading between Ghana and other African countries. So the first group that we looked at was those countries that traditionally or habitually trade with African countries. The reason being that they have already a market, they know the African market, and therefore starting with them made a lot of sense. The second group of exporters that we looked at were those exporters who have been exporting to other continents but not to Africa. Now, these exporters have been exporting under AGOA and also the regimes. They've been going to EU, they've been going to China, they've been going to anywhere that you can think of. So our logic was, if they can trade with these countries, then it means they have global trading experience that we can reach to come to focus on Africa. That was the second. The third group of countries were the countries that produce, typically for the Ghanaian market. They produce for the local market, but they have some very good products that could meet the criteria. So we also selected them. And as we talk now, we have about 300 companies. We invited all of them. We did a follow-up to profile each of these companies. And then we started to do what we call the enterprise level audits to identify what do they need to be able to enter successfully into the African market. So that is now where we are with these companies. We have this year, we've identified about 150, out of which we want to select roughly between 50 to 75 to undertake what we call a market expedition to Kenya, that is the East African market, and to Egypt, the North African market. So this year we hope that this will be the 2 areas that we're going to focus on. We also hope to do the other regionals, hopefully next year, and then repeat it. In October last year, also working very closely with the Secretariat, we launched the Guided Trade Initiative. Guided Trade Initiative brings 7 countries, including Ghana, Mauritius, Rwanda, Kenya, Tanzania, Cameroon, Egypt. And the idea was to do experimental trading between these countries to find out how ready they are, what do they have, are there rules of origin procedures in place, and so on. So we had a long checklist that each country was supposed to prove that they had. 2 things were critical. The country must have submitted and have its tariff schedules approved. Then the country must also have its rules of origin procedures approved. The rules of origin indicates that all the goods that are going to be traded at NAFTA must fall within certain categories. Either goods that are wholly produced in Africa, Ghana or any other country, or goods that are significantly transformed in Africa. And then finally, goods that have had value addition, great value addition in Africa. So when you significantly transformed that, you usually explain it by saying, if you brought in wheat from Ukraine and repackaged the wheat into small bags, you can't trade it. But if you converted the wheat into flour, the flour is considered significantly transformed. It's flour. So this is how you can identify. And then of course customs, we work very closely with customs to continue educating